Hey fandom, it's me Aaron.
Triforce Mike.
And we're back, still on Bleeding Cool, even though apparently we sucked horribly last week.
Really bad, like...
We were so awful. I apologize.
Really terrible.
Moving on. Okay, Flash is coming out this week. These are the top books.
Yes.
Flash has a Secret Files and Origins. It's by Jeff Johns. Has good art. They had these two books, Rebirth and Blackest Night, which weren't supposed to be published simultaneously, overlapping.
Right.
But they were.
Okay.
And now there's some questions. And this is a one-shot that syncs everything up, gets you ready for the issue 1 that comes out the next week, which is the 14th with a Flash race.
Yes.
And there'll be a backup story of Wally West for you Wally West fans.
And plenty of text pages, so it'll probably be on the buy pile.
Yeah, buy pile. You can't read the text pages in the store without your knees locking up. And a Kid Flash backup story, and, should be fun.
It'll be good.
Why am I holding Batman and Robin 1? Well, 3 things. Batman and Robin 11 comes out, okay? This is like... Dick Grayson, the Dick Knight, and then Robin, Damian.
Dick vs. Prick.
Dick vs. Prick, yes. It's Batman vs. Robin, Robin vs. Robin, Dick, yeah, all that. And Search for Bruce Wayne. And the thing is, nobody believes this, so I'm gonna continue the lie. We went to DC last year and we said, yo, what if you did these dollar books out, like, what if you did one the same week that the collection came out? And, lo and behold, they are. We're gonna get an issue 1 of Batman and Robin for $1 the same week, which is this Wednesday, that the hardcover of the first 6 come out. And it's great. It's a fresh take that's still iconic. And it's Grant Morrison, and I really dig it. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. I'm ready for Bruce Wayne's return, and I'm enjoying Dick Grayson, and, you
enjoy Dick?
I enjoy the hell out of Dick. And issue 11 if you're current. Issue 1 if you haven't.
Right.
And you can just jump on ahead to the hardcover if you were waiting for the trade.
Yeah.
All right. Nightly News, Jonathan Hickman. I love Jonathan Hickman. He puts so much into every book he writes, so much research, so much story into every story. Nightly News was his breakout. Has all this research page in the back just to prove how badass he is. I mean, basically, he's like a thinking man's Brian Michael Bendis, all right? He is awesome, and this book is called S.H.I.E.L.D. S.H.I.E.L.D. is back in the Renaissance era, and it's Leonardo da Vinci and Isaac Newton and other people that weren't white that I don't know of.
Imhotep.
Okay, that's the guy that could grow big.
Yes.
Okay, all right, and so basically these guys are S.H.I.E.L.D. These guys are S.H.I.E.L.D. and these guys protected us from the threats of our galaxy back then. Before there was Reed Richards.
Yeah.
And, because the Infinity Gems existed.
Right.
Galactus existed since question mark.
Right.
The Brood was still brooding back then.
Yeah.
And basically, it's like 1602, but with actual historical characters instead of fictitious characters. So it's not hacked out. It's actually good. All right. And Deadpool. All right. Speaking of hacks, Deadpool. Okay.
Oh man.
Cable's done. Cable 25 is coming out, and it's actually called Deadpool and Cable. And when the book came out, it was Cable and Deadpool. Deadpool got bottom billing. He had to be on the bottom. Liefeld didn't want to draw either of their feet. And it worked.
Deadpool was a bottom.
Since then, Deadpool's a top now.
Deadpool's on top.
Deadpool and Cable. This is the same book. So Deadpool stars way, way up. And, this actually sounds like a good issue, though.
Yeah.
Because it's the Messiah Complex, Messiah War, all that with Hope, and it's Hope's 2 dads.
Right.
So whereas some Messiahs have no dads and just Immaculate Conception, Hope actually has 2 dads.
2 dads.
So that's why she's so awesome.
Pitcher and catcher.
And there's also Deadpool Core #1 with no Red Lanterns, and War War Hulks, which features Deadpool, and he's a total sellout.
He's selling out, man.
I mean, I would not sell out.
I would never sell out.
I would never sell out.
Never sell out.
But yeah, he needs money because he spent too much in the champagne room, so that's why he's part of War War Hulks. And finally, Old Man Logan. All right.
Oh, yeah.
This is awesome. It's like Dark Knight Returns for Wolverine. It's by Mark Miller from Kick-Ass, Nemesis, and other books you love to hate. And it's just a super villain empire, an old man Logan, a blind Hawkeye, and they're going across America. It's a lot of fun. I really liked it. Lots of violence, and here's the thing: it's $1.
Right.
First part. It's issue 66. We'll just call it Old Man Logan Part 1. Okay, it's $1. So if you hate on Mark Miller, you can buy this for $1 and it's the cheapest hate on you'll ever have.
Yeah, it's the cheapest hate you can afford.
It's very cheap. And Invincible. Okay, some of you are into Invincible, some of you aren't. Okay, this is going to be Invincible Returns #1.
Right.
It's a jump on point. It gets you caught up. If you lapsed, it gets you caught up. If you just for the last issue, supposedly, you'll still like it. So, I mean, you could either read the Invincible universe that has all this text.
That's too much text.
Yeah.
That would be on the buy pile.
Or you can read this actual story called Invincible Returns #1 and enjoy it. And the last two things I'm going to talk about is Christos Gage Area 10. It's an original hardcover. This isn't. This is a gallery copy. I get advanced reviews from DC. So it's a gallery copy. Christos Gage is one of my new favorites. He wrote Absolution for Avatar, a sponsor of Bleeding Cool.
Yeah.
And he also wrote Taskmaster, which was for some reason called Avengers Initiative. And I love his Taskmaster.
That looks
And
awesome.
This story is about a police officer who gets a screwdriver plunged through his skull, and that's like on page 12. So it's a premise, it's not a spoiler. So he gets a screwdriver put through his head, and there's this cult, and somehow there's these decapitated skulls that have holes in them, and it's kind of like enlightenment and your third eye, and then it has really cool art and really trippy things where he's perceiving reality differently because there's more blood going to his brain because of that hole in the third eye. And basically, you need
cool.
this book like you need a hole in your head.
Whoa.
And finally, I have Chew here because Chew has an issue 0 out. And basically, Chew is a guy that eats people. He's not a zombie, he's not a cannibal. He gets their imprint when he eats things.
Right.
And so he is a detective. And it's kind of like those boring crime procedurals on TV, except with an original recipe twist that will leave you wanting to eat a bucket of KFC.
Oh, okay.
And that's it. This is a comic show on Bleeding Cool. And any publisher, send us advanced copies of PDFs and we'll review stuff if we like it. If we don't like it, we probably won't because it'll be boring. Thanks, guys. And give us your feedback, too. I'll respond to everything personally because I'm a glutton for punishment. And,
Oh, yeah.
you know, I have this big hole in my life ever since my ex-wife of people just totally criticizing me nonstop. I'm really missing that in my life.
Yeah.
Thanks, bye.